Hey everyone, this is just editor me, but just moments before I'm finishing up this video and this review and uploading it and all that. But I just want to come on here and say that I had to change things up and edit things a little bit extra because this was originally supposed to be a collab with Ryan, aka Real Talk with Ryan. And due to schedule conflictions, we had to change this up, so now I'm doing this solo. However, I'm gonna keep on doing this review in honor of him, so this is for you, Ryan. Also, we will be back with Empire Strikes Back at some point down the line whenever we get to it. But thank you again, Ryan, for at least putting in the time and putting in the effort for at least doing this in the past with Revenge of the Sith and maybe hopefully more down the line in the future. Hey there guys, welcome back to another awesome video. And today's movie review is going to be of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, also known as Star Wars, because back in the day of 1977, it was just called Star Wars, and then the sequels were, of course, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and then George Lucas decided to go back and say, that's episode 4, episode 5, episode 6, and then do the prequels, and then everything else. That is history. But I feel like this needs not really any introduction because, I mean, this is one of the biggest franchises throughout the known planet and throughout the known universe. Let's just get to the meat and potatoes of it all. So this is, of course, known for being directed by and created by the legendary George Lucas. And you know, I'm gonna try and do things a little bit different here, kind of like do a different format, because let's be honest here. Everyone does a great performance. Everyone does a great job with these characters, from Mark Hamill to Harrison Ford to Carrie Fisher to Anthony Daniels, Peter Mayhew, Kenny Barker, Alec Guinness, Peter Cushing, James Earl Jones. The list goes on of the entire cast. Everyone is fantastic with these characters and has solidified themselves with these characters and so well with these characters. But let's do things a little bit different and kind of break down the characters very differently and kind of try to add something somewhat new to Star Wars, because Star Wars is definitely a franchise that has been reviewed dozens and dozens of times. So I want to put a different spin on it a little bit, or at least I want to put a few different words on things by kind of going to just how great these characters are and why these characters are great. I mean, let's take a look at Luke Skywalker as a character. Kind of almost like symbolizes the aspect of maturity. You once see him as a small farm boy just wanting to enjoy life and hang out with his friends, to over the course of the trilogy mature and grow into his own and realizing he is a Jedi and knowing the Force and having more of this like stronger presence to him and giving more of like this boldness to him and more of this curiosity and all sorts of other things about him. Leia Organa, who kind of embodies courage, standing up for what's right and for themselves. Han Solo, the iconic and classic A Heart of Gold, a very kind of cliche trope, or probably a trope that has been kind of mentioned or referenced before, but still solidifying that idea of having redemption and showing that there's still good in those in the world. C-3PO and R2-D2 kind of feel like just the eyes of curiosity a little bit, and plus there has been stories and tales that George Lucas did say about the story of Star Wars. The original trilogy was told in the eyes and the perspective of the droids. Obi-Wan Kenobi / Ben Kenobi represents wisdom, where he is that guidance and he is that key that helps Luke Skywalker get that courage to leave Tatooine and go off to be a Jedi and want to adventure out in the world and do bigger things and make a name for himself in a way. And lastly, but certainly not least, Darth Vader, representing that pure tragedy and anger and evil all wrapped into the one package. And technically, we don't get that exactly in A New Hope, but over the course of time, we do see that pain and we do see the suffering that Vader kind of has a little like chip on him here and there. Plus, he's just hands down one of the best fucking movie villains of all time. Damn sure. What's also incredible about this movie is how an organic George Lucas was able to just write all this and just make it so subtle, so natural with its world building. Just in that scene with Luke and Ben, how Ben Kenobi just subtly drops things about the Force and Clone Wars. It all just felt so genuine. It just felt so, again, organic. This movie that started an entire franchise, that started an entire galaxy, and everything. It's pretty almost close to pure perfection. And I could be saying that because I love Star Wars and everything. Even with like obviously just judging aside from the state that things are with Disney and Star Wars, I still love it true and true. It's still deeply a thing that I hold dear to my heart and everything. And I could be a little bit biased, but I will at least say that it does have a like tiny bit of nitpicks, I will mention. And the only thing I can say is that the practical effects are perfect. They're amazing. The models, all these like the way George Lucas was able to get these frames and get these shots is just incredible and impeccable. The only thing is that some CGI kind of does show its age a little bit, but I blame the special editions with things. And a little things here and there like the way that Han Solo used self-defense against Greedo. And I get it because he just, apparently Greedo says a slur to him, but Han Solo's known for being kind of like a gunslinger, a gangster, a smuggler. He's the one that shoots first just because he just wanted to shoot Greedo. You know, he just wanted to save his bacon. He didn't need an excuse. Rewatching that made me kind of realize, yeah, still not great. I am going to give Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, I am going to give it a solid A. So Star Wars, have you guys seen it? What did you think of it? If you haven't seen it, let me know. I'm curious. There probably isn't someone out there that hasn't seen it, but let me know in the comments anyways. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to awesome videos every day for every week. Make sure you ring that bell to new videos every week. Share the video with family, friends, all the good stuff and more. Leave suggestions down in the comments section. You name it, I'll do as best as possible. Hopefully, you all have a happy May the 4th. And do go check out Ryan. He has definitely some great opinions on things. He does a lot of current movies. And he is one that hasn't seen, and I say this with out of respect and as a positive, is that he hasn't seen a lot of movies. So for any time he reviews movies, it's like a first time for him. So he's always got fresh new thoughts. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you.